am not a god, I am Hulk.
Hey Tano, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into an exciting build that's going to elevate your gameplay to new heights. We're talking about the Ceramic Dagger in its incarnate form, a versatile weapon that can unleash devastating damage against any enemies in the game. We're talking about level 9999. Whenever you prefer a swift slam attack from the high grounds or you want classic normal attack using the spectral daggers, we'll explore how to maximize this weapon for maximum potential without the need of any ribbons. And in this video I'll walk you through the best mods, playstyle tips and strategies to make the most out of this lethal weapon. So if you're ready to dominate level 9999 or known as level cap in Warframe, stick around. Let's go first for the speed run.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Huh? Me? Just hanging around.
And welcome back Tano, hope you enjoyed the speed run. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more Warframe content. Let's get started crafting the ultimate Ceramic Dagger build. Follow me. And we're going to start the build with the evolutions. Starting with evolution 1, you reach 6 combo and then you perform a heavy attack to activate the incarnate form using the button on your mouse wheel, like you perform any heavy attack on your melee weapons. Now, heavy attacks will send forth spectral daggers. Now, spectral daggers doesn't benefit from a lot of mods and it's really like weak a bit, and I hope the E fixes this. Now, you're gonna get plus 100% melee damage, 25% sprint speed, 25% parkour velocity. Now, let's get to evolution 2, where many things get a bit complicated. I choose to use the increased base damage by 120, on shield break increase damage by 80 for 8 seconds. Now, most cases scenario, if you're using this weapon as a stat stick, for example, for Atlas or Baruch, which is best in slot stat stick for them. I know you're gonna say Korra, but I think Magister is better for Korra. Increase base damage by 100 on primary kill, initial combo stacks to 100 times. That's around 7 combo multipliers. So I'll stick to my Breacher's opportunity, because this is a slam build. Now, evolution 4, increase base critical chance by 30%. If you want to go for statue chance or you want to go on first attack with primary equipped, increase base critical damage multiplier by 2 if you want like to push your critical damage further, but we're gonna stick to the critical chance. And now for the Ceramic Dagger build, we're gonna be using Stinging Hawthorn for the stance. This is the combo that you want to learn about, and the condition overload if you want to prime enemies. If you don't, you're just gonna put primed pressure point in there. Sacrificial steel for critical chance and 2 times for heavy, and I will show you the difference between normal and heavy slam attack. Primed smite Orkin for multiplicative damage against faction. If you fight in Corpus, you put Corpus. If you fight the Grenier, you put Grenier, and so on and so on. Now, Blood Rush, more combo, more critical chance. Amalgam Organ Shatter for critical damage and heavy attack wind up speed. Seismic Wave, the best in slot when it comes to slam, because it increases 200% melee slam damage. Primitive Strike for Toxin, Killing Blow for melee damage on heavy attacks, which we're going to be performing. Melee Crescendo, when you perform finishers on enemies, I can give you a lot of ways. Vazarin, second ability, put them ragdoll, and you're going to perform finishers in the ground. You can use Naramon, Sling, and you can perform finishers. You can use Ash, fourth ability. You can use the Silence from Banshee. You can use the Airyu mods. Special thanks to Barbar for mentioning that in the last live stream. You can use a lot of ways to actually perform a finisher, or you can use the Bronco special augment, the drizzling rounds. Simple as that. Now, the build, as you can see, is Toxin. But you're gonna be saying, what happened? What about viral? What about corrosive? What about armor stripping? We're gonna get to that in a second, my friends. So now, I'm going to be using Excalibur, and I will be just using Steel Charge in here, so we escalate the build slowly. Okay, we're going to escalate the build slowly. I will not feel the crescendo, so I just want you to know and figure the difference by yourself. So here you go. 7,600 and so on. Nothing crazy, nothing very powerful. All right, so now if we just go to our Excalibur and then we put in here, for example, Arcane Fury for the damage, and then we put Arcane Strike for the attack speed. Okay, so now the damage will increase, of course, from 7,000 doing 7,000, we reach like 13,000, we start doing some red crystal stuff. So now you want to learn the difference between normal heavy attack slam, normal slam or heavy attack slam. So for example, if I just feel some combo right here, let's say 2, and then I jump and I hit normal, you see I'm not consuming my combo. That's a normal slam attack, okay, which doesn't do much damage. So let's see, like 5,800 and so on and so on. Not good at all. But if I jump and use a heavy attack, shkaboom, 52,000, but it consumed my combo. That's melee crescendo where it comes to play. And as you can see here, I have my buffs active. So now if we just want to increase our style and want to put more synergy, we want to play with for example, Nourish to give us viral on our weapon. So we will have viral and we will have toxin at the same time. Viral, what it does, will make your enemies vulnerable to your damage but in their HP by 325%, which is really crazy. Okay, here we go. Okay, boom, 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 boom. They are having some viral in there. We didn't activate the incarnate form yet, and then I just go jump and shkaboom. As you can see, we did like hundreds of thousands. But that's not the only way we can expand this weapon potential and power. That's why I always tell you I use a method called DVS. D for damage, how I'm going to be dealing damage, V for viral, and S for armor stripping. Now, I don't care about armor stripping in Warframe because armor doesn't matter in Warframe, but what matters is what comes with the armor, which called the damage reduction. It reduces the incoming damage. You have it, enemies has it as well. So let's evolve our synergy to the ultimate. And for the ultimate, we're going to be using Revenant. Alright, let's start with the Archon shards. Now, I will be using 2 Emerald Archon shards. Each will give me +2 corrosive stacks, in the meaning of, instead of 10 corrosive stacks, I'll be proccing 14 corrosive stacks. 10 is 80% armor strip, 14 is 100% armor strip, putting down enemies damage reduction to minimum. Means I will be dealing more damage to them. Now, where the viral comes from, that's after I tell you the 3 Archon shards. You can use them Violet, Archon shards, Tau Forge, or normal. That's totally up to you. Just make sure that your energy is more than 500, so you get the damage boost double. Back to the viral and the stripping. Now, how I'm gonna proc corrosive? From Tempest Barrage. Tempest Barrage is a Hydroid ability that rains corrosive stacks, and with the Emerald Archon shards, it will reach 14 and armor strip by itself. And if you run the Augment Viral Tempest, you will proc viral as well. So there you go. 2 Archon shards, 1 Helmet ability, you got viral, an armor strip, and corrosive damage at the same time. Now that leads us to Revenant Prime build. Steel Charge, Arcane Fury, Arcane Strike like we did in Excalibur, Nira Anguish and Nira Hatred for the 200% slam attack. Viral Tempest is the augment for our Tempest Barrage. Vigorous Swap, when you swap between weapons, you know what it is. Now, Epitaph here is for priming, since we're going to be using Condition Overload with secondary Encumber and Ogre Seeker for statue duration. You already know about this, the build in the channel, and more details. Now, Ceramic Dagger will remain the same. Vazarin is what we're going to be using to do our finishers, but if you don't like it, you can use the Bronco in here and you're good to go. When it comes to Companion, now that depends if you like my method or not. If you don't like my method on armor stripping and proccing viral, you can check this sheet, screenshot it, put it on your PC. It will be a great help for you, but worry not. Now, in this, I'm going to be using my Nautilus Prime. This is the build for Nautilus Prime. Now, if you want the Nautilus to attack and then pull enemies, you put it this way. If you wanted to pull enemies and then attack, you put it this way. Because the way companions work is how you organize the mods on them. And then we got Manifold Bond, so Nautilus pull more enemies, Reinforced Bond for fire rate on your weapons, and Tenacious Bond for critical damage affecting everything. Veriglass Prime, it's a very famous right now, and it's like the most powerful sentient weapon in the game. But you will need a critical chance Riven, doesn't matter what it is, they're pretty expensive now, so you push your critical chance for more than 50% to get that amazing juicy critical damage. But if you don't really care about it, you cannot invest on a Riven, it's okay, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. Alright, so as you can see, the weapon is without any ribbon. And how we're gonna do this? Now, the first thing you want to do is fill your combo multiplier with melee crescendo. Use Vaseline, second ability, ragdoll enemies in the ground, and press X. There you go, that's what you want to do. And if you notice that my Nautilus is not attacking, because he really can one-shot those enemies, and I don't want it to intervene on dealing our damage and destroying these enemies and so on. As you can see, the incarnate form is active, performing a heavy attack, and we got our incarnate form active. As you can see, the 120% damage, critical damage increase. We got our fury, and we got our arcane strike working at the same time. Alright, so when you reach 12 combo multipliers, the game become really simple and easy, but you need to be careful, like a normal slam or a heavy slam. So for example, this is a normal slam. As you can see, 74,000, and I'm not consuming any of my combo. Now you'd say, oh, this is good, not consuming your combo. No, it's really bad. Okay, I want my combo to be consumed, so let me remove these guys and summon them again. So let's see the difference, jumping and shkaboom. As you can see, 1 million, 2 million, and that's the big deal. Now, how can I increase my damage? Remember, DVS. D damage V viral S strip. So now we did the damage, right? Now we're gonna proc on them viral and corrosive. Let's go. Alright, using the Tempest Barrage, as you can see in here, 10 stacks of viral, 325% vulnerable damage to their HP, and 14 stacks of corrosive, meaning they have the minimum damage reduction, jumping in the air and falling on them. As you can see, 61 million damage, no problem. Simple as that. Let's do it one more time. They're not armor stripped actually, but there you go. 57, and so on, and so on, and so on. Now, we can scale that damage even further. Okay, I'm pulling them with Magus Anomaly in case how you transference and you pulling them. Okay, we can pull the damage more than that by using our Epitaph. There we go, jumping in the air and shkaboom, 107 million. So the more stats you have on the enemies, the more you'll be able to deal damage because of condition overload. As you can see, there are 136 million. And now remember, Tano, the key to mastering this build lies in understanding your mods and how they synergize with your play style. Experiment with different combination and let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch and join our Discord for more Warframe content. Your support helped me a lot on keep making guides and builds just like this one. If you got any questions or suggestions for future videos or builds or fashion or whatever you want, drop them in the comments below. I love to hear from you, and your feedback helped me improve a lot. Until next time, Tano, keep your blade sharp and your focus sharper. Happy hunting, Tano. Big love.
I am not a king, I am not a god, I am hunting.